everybody. Welcome to Ozarks Live. Great to have you with us today. Cammie Jenkins is hanging out. How are you?
I'm doing well. We have missed you.
Oh, thank you. My husband and I ran away for a few days again for our anniversary.
Again? I thought that you had an anniversary post about 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
so
we did.
You just extended that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
We got married, obviously, in December. It's been 24 years.
Wow,
and we got married on a
congratulations.
Friday the 13th. So I love this time of year because of Christmas, obviously, but I also love it because of anniversary. And everything's beautiful. And, you know, we left here Sunday, and we just had the most beautiful venue with that snow falling down around Branson, you know, down around Ridgedale.
I saw some of your pictures and videos that you had online, and
Incredible.
I was just like drooling over this because it looks so beautiful.
Oh, it was just incredible.
Yeah.
It really was.
Kind of
and
magical.
well, we didn't get as much snow up here. Down there, it stuck a whole lot more.
Right,
So anyway,
right.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. But it's good to be back.
Yeah.
So-
Is it hard to come back to work after you've had some time off?
Yeah. It is. I mean, you know, sleeping in and staying up late and doing whatever you want, not having to put on makeup.
A little bit of
stuff.
room service here and there, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a little bit, but it is always great to be back for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, we went to lunch today for my little sister's birthday.
Oh, you did?
Her birthday was early in December. We just don't get that done, you know.
Yeah.
But as we get older, I just believe so much in celebrating people. You know, when we're young, we all get birthday parties, and then it just seems like that goes to the wayside while we're taking care of kids and worried about their birthdays and stuff. So lately, I've just been like, every time there's a birthday, friend, mine, sisters, whatever, I'm like, we have to celebrate, even if it's small, even if it's a lunch, something like that.
Exactly.
So, but we had the best lunch.
Where'd you go?
Well, it's a little hometown place in Nixa, and I had a salad, which was great. But I've always had this this dish that they have. It's like a brunch kind of thing place, and so I didn't get it, but both of my sisters got it, and so I was jealous the whole time. My salad was really good, but I was like, why didn't I order this? So it's called #bacon, but it's got like a kind of like a potato cake base, but it's got a lot of Gouda in it.
Ooh.
But then they crisp it up, and so it's like, you know, that regular cheese like melted versus like a crispy kind of cheese.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a different consistency, and it's just the salty goodness that. And then
I
of
want
course there's like
that.
eggs on top, and this bacon that's at a hashtag, so it's called #bacon. Best dish ever. You've got to go there with me.
You had me at, crispy cheese, melted
Crispy cheese, bacon. I mean, it's if you like salt.
man.
Oh.
Oh, I do. I'm a salt. That's my thing. That's my jam. Salt is my
But
thing.
I need to learn how to make this so I can make it at home, but I can't figure out the whole like potato cake kind of thing and how they put the cheese in it and get it just right, you know?
Let's collaborate on that later,
I
and
think
then
we
we'll
should.
figure out a way for you to make it here on the show.
You know, when I got to eat, a lot of times I'm like, I could make this at home, but this is not one of those. I'm
Well,
like, I
you
wanna
know,
learn.
some people just have the touch, but you know, you and I both get in the kitchen a fair amount, so I'm sure that we can figure it out.
I need your help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to get down there and have it. We'll figure this one out, I promise you.
It's worth
All right.
it, I promise.
It'll be worth it, I'm sure. We have a very fun show for you all today. Tom is out and about ringing the Salvation Army bell, so we'll be checking in with him just a little bit later in the show.
Plus, our friend Andy Drennan is stopping by to show off his Blend for That tea, and we'll tell you where you can find it locally.
Yeah, it's amazing what he has to show us. Not to mention, we get to catch up with our friends from over at Price Cutter. But before we get to all that good stuff, we're going to show you what is on the radar. All right. I've got a fun and different way to celebrate the holidays because nothing says Merry Christmas like a big group of singing porta potties.
Right, that's where I was thinking.
Of course, take a look at this.
Yeah.
Have you seen these toilets? They're ginormous!
Okay, Gary's Sanitation out of Northwest Indiana offers this choir of a different sort. The crew festively lights porta potties that sing Christmas carols. Of course they do. And it's nothing particularly new. They've been performing holiday shows since 2013, from the Hallelujah Chorus to porta potty disco to an epic porta potty rap battle. They have been wowing audiences from Lucas Oil Stadium to the Lincoln Park Zoo. Parades and displays all around Northwest Indiana and the greater Chicago area. And if they would like to make their way to the Ozarks, we would love to see them.
I am so confused right now. So someone
Can't
actually
imagine.
thought this up. They're like, we're gonna take a bunch of porta potties, add some lights. It's like a fountain show is what it reminds me of. You know,
it's
like from
very
the
well,
Bellagio.
right. It's kind of well choreographed, I guess you'd say.
But it's a little more redneck than what I see in the fountain shows at the Bellagio.
It's a little bit more, yes, I would agree. Interesting concept, and if you've got a lot of porta potties to trick out, I mean, why not? But
Well-
somebody put a fair amount of work into the technology behind.
And they're traveling
timing that
around,
out.
so it's working as
Yeah.
a business model.
Yes, they've been doing it for a long time. Yeah.
So maybe this is something we should look into on the side
Maybe.
as well.
Maybe if our cooking doesn't work out, we could go into the porta potty
know.
business. I don't know.
Oh,
One leads to the other in a
that's
not so
different.
good way. But anyway,
Ooh, that's
what
a
have you
different
got?
story. Okay, well, it turns out that these guys can do more than go boing, boing, boing down the road. A study from the University of Sydney and the University of Roehampton in London suggests kangaroos are able to intentionally communicate with humans. So researchers gave captive kangaroos an unsolvable task, namely food inside a box they could not open. In this case, the majority of hoppers would look at the researcher, then back to the box, which was interpreted as a request for help. Some of them would actually go up to the person and start nudging them with their nose or even scratching at them, and then look back at the box. So this is generally the kind of behavior that is noticed in animals that have been domesticated for hundreds of years, you know, like dogs, horses, or goats. This seems to show that any animal with sufficient brain power, given the right environment, can learn to communicate in some fashion. It did help the kangaroos were in a zoo setting where they were able to learn this by being around humans all the time. What this should lead to is more research regarding communicating with non-domesticated animals. There is a warning. This latest find does not mean that anyone should go up to a kangaroo in the wild with an unopenable box of food thinking you're going to have a nice little conversation. They are known for kicking and punching people, and they are good at it.
I was just about to say, they may be intelligent, but don't, you play your cards right.
Yeah,
They can
we're
turn
not
on you.
friends. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta not trust them completely here.
Interesting,
So,
though, the way they're smart.
Isn't
They're
that
smarter than we
interesting?
probably knew. Yeah.
yeah, we're learning so much still about animals and
Oh,
their
I know,
behavior
I
and
know. It blows
how
my
they
mind.
think. Yeah.
All right, I've got something really kind of strange. Really strange. So brace yourself.
Stranger than the porta potties.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. It's creepier than that. We've all kind of grown accustomed to, wearing the masks, right? But I'll bet you've never seen a mask like the one I'm about to show you, okay? A Japanese company is paying people nearly $400, that equates to $400 US, to allow their face to be printed on very, very realistic 3D masks.
That's a little freaky.
It's very freaky. It's a project called That Face, and you get even more money if your face becomes popular and sells a lot of masks. Now, they didn't say how many, but according to an article in CNET, your face will be 3D printed on the masks and sold to anybody who wants to pay over $700 for one. Now, watch this. This is so weird. Makes you consider the implications here. What if someone wears your face to commit a crime?
Ooh.
Yeah, so isn't that weird? Yeah, so what does this mean for facial recognition, technology, privacy issues?
That's a whole new world.
You really need money if you're just going to sell your likeness, but you wonder if someone could essentially take a picture of you and kind of do the same thing. Now, the company, right? I mean, where does the technology end here? The company makes theatrical masks, but now they freely say the following. They say, we buy and sell your face. Science fiction has become reality. So
It's like that movie, Face Off or something like that.
there was a movie, and I think that one of the Hannibal Lecter movies, there was a face moment, which was, a little more gruesome than a mask. But it does kind of make you wonder about the facial recognition technology, the privacy concerns.
Yeah, and if 3D really matters, because it may not be 3D, so it may not be the same as.
I don't know. That watching the
know.
girl with the guy mask on was creepy, and just the expression doesn't change, but it still makes you go.
Yeah.
It's a real person until you realize it's not. It's so weird.
Kind of creepy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, coming up, we're checking with Tom to see how Ringing the Bell is going.
Yes, he is down at Price Cutter on Battlefield, and you don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.